Oh, yes, hello, hi. Here's just a kind of a little, just very quick rundown on Trello. Now, you would have received an email with a link to our Trello board. If you don't, you can just access Trello like this. I'm just going to pop Trello into Google, and it's actually, you go trello.com. So when I go in, but as I say, you should have been given a link to the NEC board. And when you go in, now it will automatically remember you. So it's going to say, look, go to your board. So Trello, basically, just to give you an overview, it's kind of a productivity tool. If you imagine kind of a wall with just loads of like Post-its in like categories, it's kind of a way of organizing stuff. And we use it for several things. We use it for within Battle. We use it for NEC business. We use it for to organise our conferences. I've got one because I'm doing some tech stuff. But also, as you can see, I actually use, this is my personal Trello account. You can also, I also use it for things like organising a holiday, because I'm hoping that at some point I might actually go on holiday, and I have actually got something booked. And I'm actually going to show you, so that I've got the dates for each day, and then you can like upload tickets. So if we go back to here, so here's this home. I'm going to go to home, and this is the screen that you're going to get when you first sort of go to your home. And then here is the boards sort of that you've most recently been opening. But if you go up to here to boards, and here's is where it shows you all the different boards. And as I say, we've got several. We've got a board to do with our e-conference that we've got coming up. We've got, this is the board for the conference that was cancelled. We've got tech, we've got NEC. So initially you're going to be having access to this. If you look here, you can actually, if you click on the star, it will bring it up, and these are the star boards. Okay, so if we go into the NEC board, and I'll just show you how it's structured. So as I say, it's a bit like if you imagine a wall, and then you've got Post-its that you're popping up under different categories. So as you can see, here's all the people who have been invited to join this board, so you can collaborate on it. And then within it, you have those categories. So we've got Zoom meetings, meeting dates, regions and nations, social media, and then it just carries on. So if you can drag it, I'm just using my mouse and I'm dragging it, or I can go down here and drag it. So I'm just dragging it along, and you can see that there's lots of different categories. So if you wanted to start a completely new column, though I would suggest, unless you're asked to, don't. What you do is you click on here, and then I'm going to do a column, and then I'll just delete it. So for instance, we're going to call it, I don't know, tech. So I just typed in tech as the thing. I'm going to press enter, and then that gives me a brand new column. I can now grab this column with my mouse, and I can move it wherever I like. So for instance, if I think, oh, well, actually that needs to go next to, I don't know, whatever column, I can move it. I'm just going to go ahead, and I'm just actually going to just archive this just to get out of the way. So we'll take that away. So that's how you add. And if you wanted to add to say you were in this is the column to do with mandatory qualification. So you've had a meeting and you want to add some stuff. It's very user friendly. You just click on the add card, and then you would do, I'm going to just put, I'm probably going to butcher that spelling. Oh no, sorry, this is just Grammarly that I have that's telling me that I have spelled competencies correctly. So I've got competencies. I'm going to press return just with my mouse in. Oh, don't want competencies twice. But we're going to come out of that. Managed to make that twice. I'm actually going to delete it's really hard to delete stuff because it asks you 3 times. So do you really want to delete this before it actually deletes it? So I've got my competencies there. If I then click into that box, I'm then brought up this box, and here you can write. So for instance, you might write something that happened in a meeting. Here you can also write different information. Here, if you want to have someone just join for this particular stack of cards, this column that's called competencies, or actually a management qualification, you can click join and it will allow you to invite somebody. Labels are really useful because as you can see, you can actually label the labels. They come as default without the text. And what you can do is you can go in and you can change them. So for instance, if you've written something and you need to do it it's just for information, you would click on FYI and it will come up with that as a colour. So in fact, I'll just do that. So then there's a label for that. Okay, I'm going to be deleting this after anyway. So those are labels. Down here we've got, if you wanted to put a start or an end date on that, because it will then notify you, you can do that. We're not going to worry about the checklist. Attachment is really useful. So if you've got some information to do with competencies, for instance, in any of these, so you can access it from your own computer, from another Trello board, from Google Drive, from Dropbox, from OneDrive, or you can do a web link or a YouTube link or whatever, hyperlink. You would put there and then you click attach. Won't worry about cover. And then these are just to do copying this column, this stack. Okay, so we'll go back out of there. I'm going to just delete that. So as I say, it's asked me, do you want to delete it? Yes. It's going to ask me again, are you really sure? Yes. Okay, so that's not there. Just checking my list to see if I've covered everything that I need to do. Let me have another look and see. So here, as I say, you've got lots of different columns. I suggest you go in and you actually look yourself, and just to get a feel of it. Here's something that we wanted you just to be aware of. So this is a list of meetings that are being held using the Batod Zoom account. And if you want to add a meeting, so as you can see, the green, so if I go into here, this is the labels. So you can see the green, and actually when I clicked on that, it's brought up all of the labels, the text in the labels. So this green means completed. So as you can see, these have all been completed. Now what happens if you want to add another meeting? Now what they're doing here is they're actually putting the newest at the top. Within a stack you can also move these around, so you could move it. I'm going to pop it back how they've got it. So once it's completed the meeting, it will be then labelled as complete. If you want to add another meeting to this, then if you just click add another card, and then I'm just going to put test Zoom, and I'm just going to make up a date. So it's the 19th of February today, so I'm going to say the 24th of Feb 2021. I'm going to press return again. That then creates the card, and it's the same as before. I can then go into that card, and if I want to put some more information to say, hey, this is a meeting about showing how people how to use Trello, I can put it in there. I can then attach, if you've got an agenda, say, for the meeting or whatever, any sort of meeting information, you can again attach that into this, and then people can see it and they can access it. And then I've put that in there, and then I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it to the top, because as I say, the protocol is to try and have them in those date orders with the last one at the top. Okay, because you can see you've got like 20th of January, 26th of January, 8th of Feb, 16th of Feb. I'm actually going to swap that round, because we've got the 18th of Feb, 9th of March. So actually it would go there. Then you see, so that's, so you've got them going up in that order, so going up rather than down. Okay. And then obviously if it was complete, then once it's complete, I'd go into there and I'd go, hey, I'm going to click on the label and I'm going to click complete. Click to go out, and then it shows as complete. I'm actually going to delete this because, as I say, this is just a test. So I've just done right click on there, and I'm actually going to archive again, and it's gone. Right. I've got a list of the things I want to cover. Color coding actions. Cool. Okay. So I've shown you the labels. So if I go back into, I'm going to click on Teresa's test session. So if I wanted to click on labels, now she's already put the text in. I'm not going to delete any of those bits, but I am going to create my own label so you can see how you would put the text in. So create new label. It then says what colour do you want it. So I'm going to click on that colour and I'm going to create. So that just gives me this one, which actually has no text currently. If I then want to put text in, I'm just going to click on the pen icon and it'll take me back to there, and then we'll say, I don't know, test. That's not a very good label. You would do a better label. But, and there you go, then it's got test. And then here, it's got test as the label. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go out of this, and I'm going to click delete. And it says, this is no undo, you will remove this label from all cards and destroy its history. That's fine, because that was just a practice. But I say it gives you a couple of chances before it'll delete stuff. Okay. I'm just looking to see anything else. Fine. I think I've covered everything. As I say, if you go back into this where it says boards, it will then show you all the boards that that you have access to. Okay. But I think that's all you need to know. I'm just going to show you bits here so you can change things like the background. Don't change the background because someone's chose this and I think it matches, looks very similar to the journal. But as I say, also here you can search cards. So for instance, if you're like, oh, I want to find out about, I don't know, so I'm going to put MQ because I know that that's somewhere, and it'll take me it will take me to anything that's marked as MQ. So at least it should have. Let's have another go. Oh no, it's search cards. So look, I'm gonna be quite easy, and I'm just gonna say, oh look, MQ. Let's try MQ again. Yeah, there you go. So it's brought it up for me, MQ. Okay. Anything else here? So we've got the butler, don't worry about, because the butler is like, it's supposed to be like it just helps you out with stuff. Don't need the search results, so it'll just bring you up, I think, anything that says MQ. I think that is as much as you're going to need for this. Okay. If you've got any questions, let me know. my email. In fact, this is you know, we're going from high tech to really low tech now, because I'm actually going to just write it on a piece of paper and show it. Okay, if you, so hopefully, yeah, there we go. She says, so my email is tech@batod.org.uk. I'm going to make that, there you go. Cool. So if you have any questions, email me on that email. Okay, lovely. Thanks then. Bye.